All right. My son so I'm makwa bebim e dia ba Pepe Soares channel no so e wo YouTube. E da say abrenya bibia no. Mo ne edi dwuma yi. Se no mo si hwe yen. Mo share if you go and check our weekly report. Say they are na YouTube for Asante at the brain na. Obo say adwuma na mo ne ye no. E so ye nipa nya adwuma ketwa. E na mo ne ye no. Now no kwaseme wom. And say me know what say there. Everything that we need from you guys, more here at the Maya. Be here be more here at the Maya. And yeni so into monkoso na monhwe monkoso na monhwe na monkoso na o share na obi so ehwe bi obi a onte yenka no no so ba bete yenka na obi a ehwe bi sa na monye emfama ye enti me no kasa yi Asante Kotoko player of the season. Plaques now are ready. If each nam the bachelor. Fantastic, very nice. Asada be and confirm Mr. Edward Matthew or die DJ China. He is the originator of this idea. He is the chief operations officer at the Pepe Soares Media, and he originated the idea, and then has gone on to procure, and then why he designs really very nice plaques. Makasi the special award bema player be na player of the season no yet the plaque any sika eka no enso e de amana we e said the isi etie yemfa ensam emra enti ubetumi ato aba no e de ama the Kotoko player of the season a wo pe 5 players nominated, and the 5 nominees are Patrick Asiedu, the left back, Samba Ndongani, the defender, Andrews Ntimenu, the midfielder, Kwame Puku, and Albert Amoa. So these are the 5 nominees: Albert Amoa, Kwame Puku, Ntimenu, Patrick Asiedu, Samba. So your choice is as good as mine. No answer over throw there. Informa we. Ye ni anu. Ye de wo man say nominate you. They aka na mo adwuma. Again, o meto aba me ntu sika family. Anya short code near to aba no. Video we could be the very last video under which ubetimi ato aba no. Bebrebe na aba. Thousands of votes. It video we could be the very last one. Ubetimi akira wadwe na so wato aba no bi ewo. Uko ye YouTube channel a ye post to be eto. Yeah, and kwa the digital dia okwa no mia the opese auto and auto a obehu say the voting pattern na esi ekọ ti ukọ na ko vote ma onipa na bieba na hu say onipa na enya vote no bebrebe a then it's incumbent on you to keep sharing to other pages na afei auto aso a ehye edema unkofo na aka jojo monto emfama this specific person emfa amount or the person person A or B. Saturday, June 14th, in the chatro. Say June 14th, Echoma, ya twa de na wi. Saturday, June 14th, the last day, which me about abeto so far. So I post near here, 1,900 votes and then ukra. 1,900 votes. And I say, or messages about 255 to come over 2,000 votes. Hong Kong. Any other videos are yamodia beginning at a point. Now messages on our videos. I average 120 messages on our videos. And on Quack say 10 videos are on say and there's 1,200. What about we want to say a so that's exactly how voting pattern is echo and sa any bayano a day ama yen ashafo anymore mokoso ehwe yen dwumadie. That is enough. Afi mamingwem. So transfers ebeba. Latest on a branch reading a day Charles Gyamfi Kamara. Latest on Charles Gyamfi Kamara. Me de ebro. Latest pa. And me de ebasanso. And I'm a the very latest. Ewo a branch reading a day Walid Fuseni nema. The latest eba. Afi Nana Apinkra akwesi wa ekon kan no. Me be catch us a series of meetings and okoye. series of meetings ɛna papa no ɛkɔ akɔyɛ na meka kyerɛ so obɛhyia Asante Kotoko existing sponsors any potential sponsors okay obɛhyia Asante Kotoko existing sponsors and potential sponsors. How did that meeting go? Ɛho nsɛm ɛte sɛn ne nyinaa ɛyɛ nsɛm a mewuram na mayiri baako ɛde ama wo baabi abrɛ no ɛde ɛbɛso biara no na ɛgye mu ɛde ama mpɛ sɛ me refresh a ɛkɔsi Nana Apinkra meeting na meka sɛ wɔkɔ Accra a ɔbɛkɔ akɔyɛ no. I want to check the date. Asante Kotoko chairman Nana Apinkra to hold yes meetings, and that story I think say almost a week ago and yes our story no almost a week ago and yes our story say Krobia Asante Kotoko chairman Nana Apinkra konkra no kwa obehia dreams FC mpanyifo ohia dreams FC mpanyifo a obehia vision on Hamza Mohammed Kotoko announce Hamza dada then obehia potential sponsors of Asante Kotoko potential sponsors of Asante Kotoko so nana any omo ebidi nhyiam na afi Kotoko almost sponsors ankasa so mo sisi anom no madi nhyiam. One thing is Asante Kotoko management in terms of infrastructure akwa na koja chia de ekoso on esoni North America Circle 001 eboa omo eye the gym building no uwram ewo second trading page, fantastic. Even the current trading page, the maintenance there, then the stalled AstroTurf, and also Ghana Gas for and Combabe. Ninano, idea, a coso, and Asam. So, in terms of infrastructure, you can see it's all my idea. In terms of laurels, titles, there be first season and Goye. This is your mom say out on the league, and they are contesting for the FA Cup. Omoja, at least second season, Omabo Modern Kakra. Baby baako a ɛsɛ Nana Apinkra and the management wɔn api wɔn game no in terms of sponsors commercial deals ɛyɛ de sika ɛbɛbrɛ Asante Kotoko ɛsɛ wɔn uplift wɔn game no nti na wɔtwe Nana Apinkra ewuram ɛwɔ nkran no ɔyɛ meetings around that meetings ɛkɔɔ so no na ebi ɛfa nkɔmɔ a mene wo die ho sɛ sponsors ɛho nkɔmɔ mene ho ɛka ho asɛm bebrebe. For Joseph Esau deal there acquire advanced stage. Advance. Meeting about about Hamza on an Apinkra vision from Boyo Mushai. Vision. They've already as it were Kotoko appointed Uru say some meeting is fruitful. But let's talk about commerce, kakra nkesi some and sponsorship kakra. Asante Kotoko currently omo title sponsor a high sense. And high sense they pay some good money for Asante Kotoko. That deal was initiated and sealed by the former CEO, Nana Yamponsa, under the board of Dr. Kwame Chey. And Nana Yamponsa, Ecofast as sponsorship deal at the buy. In fact, sponsorship, sponsorship, Ghana. I think that the high sense one for my money, for as far as I can remember, probably should be the biggest amount that will be Atria to be the title sponsor of a club. Now, Asante Kotoko, they used to be sponsored by MTN, and Karina MTN, and a sponsor Asante Kotoko, Sombekaya. A bra Kotoko, Eko PMU, our Takwa TNA, Eko Bo FA Cup, semi-final, I think something happened. So Kotoko first game in the FA Cup on Future Stars, and a boy, Baba Sports, 2-0, there was no issue. The second game, when I accelerate, and a boy, and also Kotoko 2-0, Baba Sports Stadium, no issue. Kotoko third game, Obo side second 11 wise Accra Kachi Accra Kacho Kotoko 1-0 of his Che Bafo goal no there was no issue. Even the quarter final game Kotoko actually true democracy by 2-1 there were no issues. But Kotoko MTN FA Cup semi-final no Oshe teams na akari nya no bia a display MTN ewo mo jesi nani. Brekum Chelsea decided to move from more. And so the GFA fined Brekum Chelsea. GFA no fine Brekum Chelsea. But Asante Kotoko, Ediano Ekoye say On say Kotoko, they are a club that they always want to avoid controversy, and especially this manager, young person avoid controversy. So initially, Omokache GF say, Omo I'm fat hard more matter. And the GFA told them, say, as part of the regulations governing that competition, a woman say, yeah. It's Kotoko reluctantly at the echo ball. But before Kotoko bears idea, Omuni almost sponsors high sense, edding, come on. You see, contractual relationships and contractual obligations, Yamfa Niagro. Yamfa Sanyaman Edniago, Krumayana, Nippon will be emphasized serious. But no question woman say, those are things that a bit to me are ruining the relationship between you and your client or your sponsors, and then your eventual or potential sponsors. Eti Asante Koroko decided say omo be seek the consent of one more sponsors no to let them know that we in a now based on regulations now and paying for ediaban we may have to wear that jersey said by and paying for abetiasie. Very important. Second, could be the consent of among paying for and as almost sponsors answer. It that conversation was done. Remember, say weekend Kotoko Esen Kobo FA Cup bi. Weekend Kotoko Esen Kobo FA Cup bi. And Saudi number sa ba just something ko jesi no. Was a high sense no mo tro no as a blue color bisa. And na omo MTN white a ball animu na. So Kotoko did not remove high sense from their jersey. So we catch us Kotoko high sense no fi jersey ni ma da bi. Omo anyi high sense no. Nemum omo de MTN ebe ball ase. On MTN e white color. And high sense near sa sea blue color no and there's an that. Of course, Senka Kotoko enya the permission or the consent of high sense kebet me at a breach of contract because ya na wo jesi nanim. Kotoko jesi nanim ne ye dia. Ya na etua ho ska. It one hwe na ko fafoforo bi be hyewa and I know they are paying millions of Ghana cedis to be there. Enti na se Kotoko nya sa na Apinkra after going to do sporting meetings say we there if a ball no ho we a ball asem we coach asem we play asem after the sporting meetings Apinkra decided say obey the commercial duties also as well as I predicted about 6 days ago in that video almost a week and I'm predicting new maybe sisi at the amount na ayampa Apinkra any high sense for akwakodi enkomo on the high sense medical can say na yamposa and the deal buy. Of course, high sense for looking at the benefits they've also derived from omo partnership omo Kotoko ekwa yonko for omo Kotoko ekwa enu. One also decided say they want to extend contractual relationship, so they extended it. And omo guswa omo eye ho adwuma. Season ekwa wiye. High sense they've not defaulted in any of their duties to Asante Kotoko. Now, as part of some partnership agreement, each partner a fiduciary duty to the other to protect the interest of the other. It's a ban is saying now, Kotoko Eko PM on Karakobo Cup match. And Apinkra take opportunity. Eko share high sense in paying for. And Momo said didn't come up about how big the deal can even be. Again, Nana Sanchez almost said, Yami Aduma, Kosiada FA Cup final. They will still have to display the sponsor of the competition. Oh, one agency no anymore. Because competition no more as part of competition rules in account. Now, high sense for no, because when you think one match as say, enya hwe, ha dwen say ye de omo bo hode. Nemum ye pe qualification to Africa where your brand will be sold more. I get it. Kotoko qualifies Okobo the CAF Confederations Cup by winning the FA Cup. They are now going into the African terrain. Omokobo CAF Confederations Cup where they can sell high sense more into no. San komodie no Emma people within the company are not initially they were not enthused about it, and you can't blame them. And yeah, easy so we will be shirt sponsor on our tiny more. Now you did be kobo when that on kwan sanya Kotoko sponsor, but our sponsor competition. Every phone I think say deal no more the bar MTN no. So you can was as I want the bond in sound. And to me, a ball or we know you do it because Division 1 need Division 2 for the qualified bobino. Or Momu sponsor Diana, Mokaya Momu Jason Yomofe. But please, this is Kotoko. Real Madrid for name Barcelona and teams like I said, won't boy UEFA Champions League. Champions League for no sponsors, Heineken, Ebo, and so on. So when you have party, hey, Yanisa. Calf Champions League, they calf convention cap about. Say total energies in a sponsor. There's nowhere. Calf Becca Kotoko said, Mumfa total energies and Momu Jason. Keto Kriko and his people must renegotiate with MTN on this particular day because more here that you better mobile lusu the sponsors. The sponsor did decide say, men play the Tarawa, what breach contract me kema. So I had club. So it is something that you guys will have to work on and work on it very well. So Sanko Modina Akos. Again, Nana Apinkra and Komodina Bako one MTN for Yanka Sanso. Na sabo kai se MTN no mo ya Asante Kotoko sponsors there. So kai MTN no mo ya Asante Kotoko sponsors. Almost sponsor Kotoko for quite some time. In fact, at that time the Kotoko brand na ano show. So from Tigo. Tigo for a tour bus kwari ma Kotoko. I think Tigo ye na bantwa hene ba for ebreso. Na MTN for atwa mo no mabeji deal no. At the point that he said Vodafone episode of bomb quad, he said tell us color near red and white, and he got to color suit too any idea. Enti Nansen I'm so pim so di ne Silver Jubilee no 25 years. The new director of MTN country manager and bar mention as en komodi open so the pim say hwena mo sponsor na mo de ba meti no mo nsanya ho adwuma. I think it's about and so follow up from Nana Apinkra Ekoso. Follow up Ekoso. Eno said and so is etie and I'm the 17 no a day amount. So that business was also done. Now my minimum Charles Gyamfi Kamara deal no. And somebody be and now I want to say Charles say obesign only 2 years, on 3 years. I've contacted the boys camp, branch in the camp. Now no question say there's no conversation that has gone on between Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Charles Gyamfi Kamara ever since a branch no ekoje contract no ono ene ne wofa Safo Gyamfi ene ne papa Mr. Puku ekowura Kotoko secretariat on Thursday omukọ Tuesday we catch us na about 11 a.m. Now about 11 a.m. and wamu ewura ma onum ekoje that particular contract proposal offer from Asante Kotoko. According to Charles Gyamfi Kamara sources, almost they have not communicated again with Asante Kotoko. Kaise and June 14th, Saturday, and our coronation game in Ebaso. Coronation game. Enti Bibiani Gold Stars, a breaking man after Muji League. Now, I'm supposed to reassemble on Wednesday to make contract Tuesday or cycle Bibiani. Or say on a Kotoko any direct communication game. Ne papa, ne wafa, ne manager. Sa da me chechem cho say ono de na kwakọ gina Mrs. Osei. Na ne minim say Mrs. Osei be park because Bibiani Gold Stars G League so Mr. Osei, the board chairman of Bibiani Gold Stars will be there. So the madam de ne ba any charge MV Kamara. So no further communication has happened between Kotoko and Charles Gyamfi Kamara. So please ignore 2 years and 7. Ignore it. No further communication. As my making, o contact obi o Asante Kotoko bia. Obeka to say free Tuesday. Branch no. Emma mo dia word say o ye interest no bebo Kotoko print contract no. the man say onje go don go him no. Of course, I need a 3-year contract na Kotoko the man. A branch and contacting ubia o Kotoko. It is a bia Charles Gyamfi Kamara ni ofane ne papa mo. Akodi nkomo bi won chen there. But so many Kotoko di nkomo directly. A communicate on years no. It has not happened. A branch and eka na Apinkra. So be sre na. Opeso kobo game ni on Saturday coronation game a. Omoni mi game airborne. Na e de Kotoko so bo na FA Cup wi. To mo bo wi a every Monday aircon. They will hear from him. And that's exactly what has happened so far. Walid Fuseni Nema. Walid Fuseni Nema. Walid, at the end of the day, no credit, and say people closer to Walid are confirming at the mama say a branch, indeed, or no, I say, 2-year deal instead of the 3-year deal at the Amanon. Up 2. Now, no more I discuss. Say for the sake of guarantees, clubs and now are skeptical to agree on a 2-year deal. You know, students of this game, students of this game, dear church. Me see you play beyond a big club, don't just limit it to Kotoko. You play beyond a big club and the first season for the man. You have few examples of those who come no more hitting the ground running. To say, Jude Bellingham at Madrid first season. This year, my name is Mbappe. They be fun say sources and answers because or no as a person scoring 44 goals or so. But the fact that Madrid did not win the league, did not win the Copa del Rey, did not win the Champions League. But Jude first season, Madrid edged La Liga, edged the Champions League. And on a fantastic season, La Liga play of the inti. A bit so the and yet smooth sa a bit take break a crack. And Sana, a nippon a shape up. And so 2 years a day. Yeah, not just a foreign players I could go by Samba 2 years. Kamara 2 years. Oh, said that any base, even though you have a scouting report that points to the fact that we're very good. Yana omo dwena won say now command ten as nya as a compensation and doors. These are the considerations I have. Walid age ni de nka 3 years ni ye makotoko. And no me say we be the messages by because someone chama dwen fa. And most of you I can say Kotoko crab nya sa at worst omo nya 2+1 at the instance of Kotoko. 2+1. So the Ghanaian club by kwa de ko ye bia ne wo kwa kire no. Am say na ye Accra Lions. Omo aye 2+1 for Shaukan. Nemum omo ye 2+1 at the instance of the player says Shaukan pa. Sergeant so ya na ye as a club na wo be shem say wo pen mo de mo na wo be man 1 year account. Nti dodo na conversation wo de ba ne say 3 years anya sa akoko enye 2+1. Say boy de be tia say anya sa de omo nya man ko. Because bia na Walid ye nye mpa no but oba first season na amfa na oba second season na fe de epeja pe he can leave Asante Kotoko for free. And that is what Kotoko want to avoid. And only the Kotoko pese or more avoid in that situation. No, anko ba. So that is on the part of a branch a day Walid Fuseni Nema. Sika samni bi bia de nkeye na 2 years, 3 years, 2 years, 3 years. And I answer. But nyame adoma na Apinkra ko sewa efri enkran eba. Na se Kotoko de FA Cup no ba no de ko ahemfie ko che eba. Discussions because mama ni enya sa adwuma wi na yemfansi. Kotoko ewo baba ya otimi bo 10. Emmanuel ntwi maka se ya na obo ni 8 a na no mu obegina 8 pia bo zeri no si bo. Ya na ope ho no pa. Kotoko ento one number 10 enka one as double number 10 em sa meka we went between Walid and Charles Gyamfi no. Ensa Kotoko to ba kwa no mu nto wo mi ni nyina. Remember say Kotoko ewo a certain shape with the whole. In terms of Kotoko wingers no. Amidu Akwa, Dawuda Saka, omo de say they are still. Then Kotoko ebewo baba ya as a creative midfielder. Today Walid Fuseni Nema. Otimbo as a central midfielder and attacking midfielder. Any a branch de Charles Gyamfi Kamara. Ono so boss an attacking midfielder. Eba be kan wa moro so. Nam dodo on say kwan maka jam say abbe no. Me defeat sa abbe no. Nam dodo bi say nkwan. enkwan bi wo anam no dɔɔso na amana bibia wo ho akyire kura keka nam ne so bi nhia minhu bi da so bi ɛyɛ ayi friends tilapia ɔde akranti atum ɛwɔ the same bowl no meboa tinam dodo bi sɛ nkwan eti we question na mebusa ho kotoko emfa two players ni nya no mumfa mu baako na kotoko mfa baako de na be recommend e de ama management we ye ni say ya na kyerɛ ya dwen kwa for the beauty of it sɛ kotoko emfa o mumienu nyina hwan na kotoko mfa no hwan na ma kotoko emfa no sɛ kotoko emfa baako a ɔmo fa mienu no an so ɔmo mfa baako a between Charles Gyamfi Kamara ɛne abrante de din ɛde Walid Fuseni hwan na kotoko mfa na obi frɛ wɔ pepe Walid kura fi sɛ yɛ ball second round yɛ start yɛ ball one match a nso atrija bobo isi omo bo but Charles here o giram da bia e bo na obi so se na bi o hwe Walid Fuseni the ball distribution abilities o hwe Walid Fuseni how we win balls o hwe say o si calming game o hwe ne passing range I'll go for yes mami enkinka wa dwenkyere so Walid Fuseni Neymar ene Charles Gyamfi Kamara omunwan na Asante Kotoko ensan so omo san baako abeka baba ho ana na nse baba boss no ma 8 ye nti yemfa baba ema meka abranche de din de Emmanuel Ntwifo no ma 8 row no na afa yen kreti omu for 10 na all of this discussion I waiting Edward Adwenkyere e dia maka cho say when you share your opinions and they are devoid of insult and abusive language we love it because some platform we channel we mpanyimfo na he mpanyimfo akese e okuri mu na jebre e sa channel we eno nti na de atani ba pe ntem ne delete agese ye hu ne ntem ye hu ya as quickly as possible ne yi e de afri ho sometimes e bi mu minim say you are quite mischievous I minya time I banter some of you oru e bi obeka say adentina akosokobo true democracy na kotoko stories na me na me e bema also fa camera si wanim camera ne bo nya den betuma tobi to studio nyoma to microphone now so yeah stories about golden cake say nya bone as a business this is where the direction I take ye be konye on just ye wo pese wo be kire de enkoye say enkoye golden cake na ho amehwe and I was say thank you so much for always watching us. We are grateful that you continue to watch us. May the Almighty God be with us all. God bless you.